Pokemon Horizons just left fans stunned by dropping the bombshell of the year. At the end of today's episode, the future of the Pokemon anime was announced, and it is utterly crazy, man. It's something nobody ever could have saw coming. Because although we did predict correctly that the end of the Explorers storyline, the end of the Laquium storyline won't be the end of Horizons, the way they're filling the time before Generation 10, the next year ahead, is the most absurd, unexpected thing you could ever imagine. Look at the poster for the next arc of Pokemon Horizons. The arc begins on May the 22nd and is titled Pokemon Wonder Voyage. And oh boy, what an accurate title, because we really are going through a voyage of so many wonders. The overwhelming, confusing amount of stuff on the poster alone proves that. So in this video, let's break down the upcoming arc one piece at a time. In the center of the poster, we have a brand new main character, dude. Can't believe we're getting another one after Alt. We don't know the girl's name yet, but she seems to be the Ditto's trainer from that teaser. Remember the one where Captain Pikachu turned into a Ditto? It's her Ditto. So yeah, they're gonna be a huge part of the upcoming arc by the looks of it. I'm totally okay with another new main character, as long as this doesn't result in Liko being sidelined again. If she's gonna steal all of Liko's spotlight, then we're gonna have a problem, man. So she and her Ditto appear to be the Pokopia representation in Pokemon Horizons, and for me, I really love the idea of a Pokopia style arc taking place immediately after our heroes have defeated the Explorers. After all, the Laqua Paradise will probably be damaged and uninhabitable for wild Pokemon after all of the warfare going on there. So what if they take the concept of Pokopia, you know, reviving a dead region to bring the Pokemon back, and they apply it to Laqua? Maybe our heroes and this new girl and her Ditto will work together to revive Laqua, to turn it into another Pokemon Paradise, to bring back the wild Pokemon. That would be so peak, man. That's only the beginning of the poster, only the beginning of the new arc, because it also shows Koraidon and Miraidon, dude! Finally, we're getting appearances from the box art legendaries after nearly 4 years of waiting. I have no idea how they're going to be explored, since it feels like the main Scarlet and Violet storyline already happened canonically in the show, but maybe they could bring Arven back for it and actually give him a role in the anime. That would be so peak. Early on in the show, I loved the idea of Liko having Terapagos, and then Roy catching Koraidon, since they're both about ancient tradition in the past, and then Dot catching Miraidon, since they're both about future technology. That felt like such a fitting way to have the main trio all have like a big legendary Pokemon that fits them. But of course, then the anime kind of decided to sideline Liko for the past year or whatever. So now the idea of Roy and Dot getting Koraidon and Miraidon while Liko just has the same Terapagos, I really don't want that to happen, dude. I don't want her to get sidelined again. So now I have no predictions of how this could go. The poster also shows Ogrepon and his 3 minions with Pecharunt. I forget their names, but it's something like Okidogi, Fezandipity, what's the other one called? The monkey one, what's that one called? Anyway, you guys will probably tell me in the comments. And I know there's so many Ogrepon superfans in the world who are going to go crazy for this, but for me, I'm more hyped about the idea of Kieran being involved. He's my goat, my favourite Gen 9 game character, so I really hope he's a part of it. Maybe him and Liko can battle over catching Ogrepon. That would be so peak, man. And then the poster also shows the Treasures of Ruin Legendary Quartet too. Man, it is so clear that the writers are using this extra year to really just throw everything at us, to give us everything that people wanted in the main storyline that they couldn't fit in, especially everything from Scarlet and Violet. In my opinion, they really should make the most of there being 4 legendary Pokemon and 4 of our heroes. The idea of our heroes all working with their Pokemon to find each of the stakes around Paldea to summon the legendaries, and then all of them catching one of the Treasures of Ruin each, that would be awesome. It'd be so perfectly fitting. And plus, isn't the Quartet's thing that they're like overwhelmed and powered by negative emotion or something like that? So maybe they could finally use it to bring back Liko's dream to understand Pokemon's feelings and emotions. She could help calm down the Treasures of Ruin and help them catch them. That'd be great, man. Give Liko that moment, give her the spotlight again. The idea of Liko, Roy, Dot and Ol each commanding one of these beasts, I need to see it so bad. But man, this is where things get really crazy with the poster, because apparently showcasing Scarlet and Violet stuff wasn't enough. The writers want to showcase everything, including all of the mobile games? Huh? I never thought these would be adapted into the anime like this. Have a look at it. Dude, that's Pokemon Unite on the poster. We're getting a mini Pokemon Unite arc in the anime. That is so random, I never saw that coming. I thought Pokemon Unite was kind of dying. Maybe this crossover is their attempt to save it. I used to love playing that game on Twitch, it was so fun. Come on, come on, come on. Altaria, get a life! Yeah, there we go. Altaria really just came over and ruined my entire day. But yeah, I love the idea of this. I can't wait to see our heroes and their Pokemon just having fun playing Pokemon Unite in real life, kind of experiencing it like a sport. I love this tie-in, it's so random, but it could make for such a fun episode. But somehow even more random than that, Pokemon Sleep! We're getting Pokemon Sleep in Pokemon Horizons, bruh. I have no words. How the heck is this even gonna work? Surely an episode of our heroes just sleeping can't be that interesting. I'm so intrigued to see how they turn this into something worthy of being an episode in the anime. My kinda random idea that just popped into my head is maybe including Darkrai. You know, Darkrai gives nightmares and everything. Maybe there could be a Mega Darkrai involved. That'd be a fun way to make a Pokemon Sleep episode feel grand. Then the poster shows Gimmighoul and a Pokestop from Pokemon Go. We're getting a Pokemon Go arc. I have no idea how they'll handle this. We've never seen a Pokestop before in the anime, so why are they here now? We did get that brief scene of Professor Willow and Gimmighoul from Pokemon Go back in episode 42, so maybe this could be a continuation of that. My random idea is that maybe Professor Willow has opened kind of like a Safari Zone area, kind of like a Pokemon Go zone, where you can go there and find items through Pokestops and catch as many Pokemon as you can. It could be a way for our heroes to fill up their teams a bit more, or it could just be like an event or a competition. Our heroes have to catch as many Pokemon as they can in Pokemon Go style, but they don't actually keep the Pokemon. I could see that happening. That would feel like a good representation of the game. I do hope Dot is in the focus the most here though, because she has a Goldengo. Also, I just realised Goldengo has Go at the end. Goldengo, Pokemon Go. I wonder if that was intentional. And speaking of Go, remember how Go was the representation of Pokemon Go back in Pokemon Journeys? He was Pokemon Go personified, so what if they bring back Go for this story arc? The previous co-protagonist being the first anipoke character to return in Horizons would be so fitting. It'd be so peak. I'd love that, even though I know there's a lot of Go haters out there. But I owe a lot to him. He was the reason my channel blew up, so I would welcome him to return. The poster also shows Mega Lucario battling a Mega Phalanx, and I'm guessing maybe this could represent Pokemon Legends ZA content too. Maybe another trip to Lumio City, we could see Emma again, or Karina. Maybe Liko and Dot can finally get Mega Evolutions. Which ones would you want them to get? Let me know below. Either way, it's good to see Mega Evolutions are sticking around after this arc. They've got to promote all that Mega merch somehow. So yeah, overall, I'm utterly gobsmacked by this upcoming arc, dude. The whole community is. It's the most random thing ever. Adapting all the parts of Scarlet and Violet that we didn't see, all the mobile games, it's so out there and unexpected. I'm guessing the writers intended to end Horizons this month, but then when Winds and Waves got delayed at the last moment, they had to rush to somehow find stuff to continue Horizons, to fill the time before Gen 10 releases in a year. You can tell that's probably the case because we literally already got a short and brief version of the Kitakami Legends earlier in the arc, but now we're suddenly getting a proper episode, a proper arc about them too? That feels really unplanned. Okay, so a lot of the community have had a bit of a negative reaction to this upcoming story arc. I've seen so many people saying it's just going to be a year of filler, that nothing good is going to happen, that it's all just going to be random, waste of time stuff. I've even seen some people saying it's going to be a new version of the Decalore Islands arc. And I do understand the concern and the criticisms. This is a very abrupt switch up from how serious and grave that Horizons has been so far, how linear and mature everything has been, how story-driven it's been. So yeah, the Voyage Wonder arc is going to be a very abrupt switch up. A very big change. Probably a totally different tone. Way more episodic, I imagine. But I don't know, dude, I'm not complaining at all. I've said for a long time that while I do love the more serious nature of Horizons, I also really miss the light-hearted fun episodes that we haven't had in so long. I miss just adoring the Pokemon world, seeing it in a positive light. Horizons so far has been a bit of a negative view on the Pokemon world. You know, most trainers and the public falling for the strong spheres, Pokemon being abused, being tortured by the Laquium, and stuff like that definitely has its place in the series. It's cool to see, you know? But I also miss the stuff that made me love Pokemon as a kid. Just seeing the Pokemon having fun, seeing the characters living their lives in the wonderful Pokemon world, how fantastical and whimsical it should be. So getting an arc more based around that, our heroes just enjoying life and trying all different things now that the explorers are defeated, that sounds so fun to me, so great. It's going to be incredibly sweet seeing them in that light. They deserve this epilogue. And exploring stuff the anime has never explored before through all these crossovers and stuff. That's the icing on the cake. I feel like that's gonna allow every episode to feel so unique and different, you know? Plus, if I'm honest, I feel like the storyline with Laquium and Spinel and the Explorers, after 3 years, has kind of overstayed its welcome for me. I'm excited to move on to something new. So let me know your thoughts on this ridiculous random arc below, and be honest, are you a fan or are you not a fan? All opinions are welcome on this channel. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed my video, and join our Discord server using the link in the description. Come follow me on Twitch too, where I'm streaming Tomodachi Life like every day now and I'm making Pokemon characters and everything, seeing who becomes enemies, who falls in love. That's also in the description. I will be dropping my review video for the new episode tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And thank you so much to all of my incredible channel members on screen right now. That includes Kadia, Toten, Not Mini, Hope, Shareborn, Jay, Finny, Shiny. And on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and best wishes until we meet again.